Hey everyone, I'm Kaitlin, one of the co-founding artists of the shop Art for the Fantasy, and I'm introducing a new series called the ARTFAN Spotlight Series, where we show our appreciation to different artists that we love. Today I'm sharing 4 of my favorite artists. Buckle up, Fantasy Bays, we're looking at art. First up are the outstanding artists behind Fencing Studio, Sean and Seth. They both run and design Fencing Studio, a handmade jewelry and accessory shop. I discovered fencing through a friend who interviewed Sean for the second issue of our magazine, Name and None. In the interview, Sean talks about using industrial hardware materials that aren't necessarily meant for jewelry, and being self-taught in creating the acrylic accessory pieces that make everything fit together. These are some of my favorite jewelry pieces by Sean and Seth. I love the style and aesthetic of the jewelry by Fencing. It's an incredible brand and I want everyone to check out their work. You can find Fencing Studio on Instagram and Twitter at shopfencing, and you can buy online at www.fencingstore.co.co. Lastly, please follow Sean on Instagram at silica_dust and on Twitter at smallestlime, and follow Seth on Instagram and Twitter at demonfloss, and show them lots and lots of love. Next up is Ivy Kungu, a talented young makeup artist. I followed Ivy on Twitter for a while. Her tweets are so funny, and it's always a blessing to see one of her new looks on the TL. Ivy started at 13 watching YouTube beauty tutorials and using eyeshadow palettes like so many of us. But in 2016, she began honing her makeup skills as a way to cope with the difficult place she was in at that time. Now, she's come out of that period a stronger person, and she shares her wonderful makeup with us all. These looks are unbeatable. You can find Ivy and more of her incredible looks on Instagram and Twitter at Ivy Kungu. I'll also include a link to her online Allure magazine, Meet the Recruit profile below. It talks about most of what I mentioned, and even more words by the great Ivy Propin herself. Please check out her work and show her lots and lots of love. The last artist I'll be sharing today is none other than Josh Mecouch, aka @Pants. Josh is an NYC world-class cartoonist, and his work is so fun and unusual in all the best ways. What I like most about his work is how simple the comics seem to be, but they're so full of story, and they really take your imagination for a ride. Please check out Josh's work on Instagram and Twitter at Pants, and you can buy from his online store at www.theartofpants.com. That wraps up the first installment of the ARTFAN Spotlight Series. Be sure to like and share this video, follow us wherever you're watching, and of course you can connect with us on Etsy, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube under @theshop AFTF. Thanks for watching. Love, J.E.K.